Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Casey with HomeSmart Realty Partners here in Northern Colorado. Hashtag not your typical real estate broker. I'm showing 6 properties today to first-time home buyers, really nice couple. I'm at my first showing here. I got here a little early because I always like to kind of look through properties before I start pointing out things. So let me show you something here. This is really nice. Now, this house is just under $500,000. And I want to show you what you're getting for your $500,000, okay? Now, there's some expert plumbing going on here. And you'll see they use this high quality tape to make that connection to the drain pipe. Kind of reminds me of the oil field when we had hydraulic leaks. We always had a kind of a funny quote say, get some baling wire and a high pressure rag. These are the things I look at before I actually ever put an offer in and point out certain things, which I tell them to relate to the home inspector. And the home inspector I use is highly qualified. He's like me. He's been in the construction business for a lifetime. He used to be a inspector for a municipality here in central Colorado. So this is the breaker panel. It's an old Square D original breaker panel. This is probably something I would recommend updating, even though Square D are very good breaker panels. This house was built in 1965, and these houses built between 1965 and 73 have a larger percentage of having aluminum wiring in them also, because most of the copper was going towards building armaments for the Vietnam War. So you'll see here, this should have a cover on it. That's not the code. Either there used to be a breaker there that's not there anymore, but it would be interesting to see what kind of wiring is in here. I'm not going to pull this panel off because that's not my job. It's home inspector's job. Now, real estate professionals will always tell you the importance of a home inspection and having one done. Here's what they don't tell you. Since 2015, there has been a bill presented to the state legislature to license and regulate home inspectors. 3 times it has failed. The first time it was brought up into the Senate and the House was when a 9-year-old girl was molested by a professional home inspector. It was tabled indefinitely and never brought up for a vote. Subsequent twice after that, 2 years apart, when it was brought up for a vote in the Senate and the House, it failed. It didn't garner enough votes to pass. Colorado is one of 30 states that doesn't require licensing or regulation of home inspectors, which is something that's mystifying because I wonder who the heck they're protecting, because it's certainly not the consumer. And I've always argued that home inspections should be done with one of a licensed and regulated home inspector prior to the house going up on the market, where that house and property has full disclosure of any defects that are in that property at the time. Why should it be the buyer's burden to find the defects in a property when whoever owns the property has lived here for X amount of years? It's one of the most idiotic rules I've ever seen, and that needs to change sooner than later.